Island Cruises just outside of Townsville on Magnetic Island, and we had a day of snorkelling over the Great Barrier Reef. We used pool noodles, which helped us to stay afloat, even though we can snorkel without them. They also helped us to keep our cameras nice and steady while we were trying to take video of fish who really didn't want to be videoed. We saw large schools of fish, very, very colourful, but we also saw lots of fish that really were just by themselves and weren't all that keen on being videoed. The coral was very colourful. You can see some purple coral here and some greens and some yellows. There was also some coral that looked almost red. The water was not very cold. We were able to swim just with our bathers on, our swimming costumes on. And we were able to track some of these really beautiful fish for a long time while they made their way around the coral, trying to get the microbes and other small creatures that live on the coral. That's what they live off. But you see that in an aquarium that the airborne minzers have at home. So the fish didn't want to be videoed sometimes. They swam away very, very quickly. Here's a piece of coral that's really quite large. We saw big fish, and some of the big fish seemed quite interested in us as well and came very, very close. This is a coral trout. He looked pretty lazy. He just sort of hung there, didn't do much, but after a while he thought, oh, hang on, this bloke's taking a video of me. I think I better get a move on. So he took off too. Very, very colourful. But because he was down quite deep, the light was a bit muted and you couldn't see it all. Grandma, on her camera, was able to capture footage of a greenback turtle. These turtles can stay underwater for a very long time, and Grandma stayed with him and tracked him for a little while, but obviously you're not allowed to snorkel too far away from the boat, otherwise you've got a bit of a problem getting back. This turtle, while Grandma was tracking him, decided it was time to come up for a breath of fresh air, so up he pops, sticks his nose out, takes a really quick breath, and he's back down again. So that was Grandma's turtle. Above the water, we had the opportunity to feed raptors. That was pretty quick. Have a look at this while I play it again in slow motion. You can see he captures the fish out of the man's hand using his talons. The man only just gets his hand up there, and before you know it, there's the shadow of the raptor coming over, and then grab, and off he flies into the distance. He often will pick up that fish and eat it while he's still flying and go on and look for a bit more. So we had the snorkeling with the coral, we had the snorkeling with the fish, we had the raptor as an air show, and then right towards the very end, the Air Force, who also have a base at Townsville, flew over us, which made it an even more special day for us. So that was our day on Magnetic Island.